Have you ever wondered who the top 3 oldest people who ever lived were? Many people have heard about Jeanne Calment, the famous French woman who lived for 122 years, but many people don't know about her story, as well as other people who lived until a similar age. At number 3, it's Sarah Knaus. She was born in Hollywood, Pennsylvania on September 24th, 1880. She was born to German immigrants who lived in a coal mining community in northeastern Pennsylvania. Later on, her family moved to South Bethlehem, which is located in the Lehigh region of Pennsylvania. In 1901, she married Abraham Lincoln Knaus, who was a tanner and the recorder of deeds in Lehigh County. Her husband died in 1965 at the age of 86. They had one child, Catherine, who was born in 1903 and lived to be 101 years old. Sarah Knaus enjoyed many activities such as knitting, crocheting, and sewing. When she was 111 years old, she started living in a nursing home in Allentown, Pennsylvania. When she was 115 years old, she explained that she still enjoyed her life because her health was still in a decent condition and she could participate in some activities. At 117 years old, she went through a blood transfusion due to low hemoglobin and continued taking medication afterwards. When she was asked about how she could live to such an old age, she replied, "Keep yourself busy, work hard, and do not worry about how old you are." She was a non-smoker, was never considered obese, and was a very friendly person. She died of natural causes on December 30th, 1999 at the age of 119. She became the oldest person who ever lived in the United States. At number 2, it's Kane Tanaka. She was born on January 2nd, 1903 in Fukuoka, Japan. According to Kane and her family, Kane was actually born on December 2nd, 1902, but her parents delayed reporting her birth since she was born prematurely and they didn't know if she was going to survive. In 1922, she married her cousin Hideo Tanaka, and they had 2 sons and 2 daughters. They adopted their niece, who became their adoptive daughter. Unfortunately, all 3 daughters died by 1947. The couple worked in a store selling shiruko, a sweet porridge with beans, and udon noodles. In 1937, her husband was drafted by the military and served until 1939. Towards the end of World War II, one of her sons was captured and became a prisoner of war and returned home in 1947. After World War II, the couple continued working at the store, and Kane converted to Christianity under the Ministry of Pastors, who were stationed by the United States military. After retiring at the age of 63, she traveled to the United States in the 1970s to meet with her relatives in California and Colorado. In 1993, her husband died at the age of 90. Afterwards, Kane started living in a nursing home in Higashiku, Fukuoka, in September 2018. During the 2020 Summer Olympics, Kane was supposed to hold the Olympic torch, but declined due to the increasing number of COVID-19 cases in Japan. During this time, she enjoyed playing reversi, taking short walks, calligraphy, and solving arithmetic problems. She had 5 grandchildren and 8 great-grandchildren. On April 19, 2022, Tanaka died in a hospital in Fukuoka at the age of 119, but no official cause of death was given. According to the Japanese Health Ministry, she had been feeling ill since late 2021. She became the oldest Japanese person who ever lived. At number 1, it's Jeanne Calment. She was born in Arles, France on February 21st, 1875. Many of her family members also lived long lives, including her older brother, who lived to be 97, her father, who lived to be 93, and her mother, who lived to be 86. In 1896, at the age of 21, she married her double second cousin, Fernand Nicolas Calment. Afterwards, they moved to a spacious apartment above Fernand's family store. Jeanne employed servants and was a member of the upper class of Arles. She had a leisurely lifestyle where she participated in hobbies such as fencing, cycling, tennis, and swimming. She gave birth to a daughter and her only child, Yvonne Marie Nicole Calment, on January 19th, 1898. In 1926, her daughter married Army officer Joseph Belot, and their only son, Frédéric, was born in the same year. Yvonne died in 1934 on her 36th birthday, which caused her mother to raise Frédéric, although he lived with his father in a neighboring apartment. In 1942, her husband died at the age of 73 from cherry poisoning. Unfortunately, in 1963, Frédéric died in a vehicle accident, leaving her with no heir. In 1965, at the age of 90, she signed a life estate contract with a civil law notary, which sold her property in exchange for her to live there and earn 2,500 francs for the rest of her life. However, the civil law notary died in 1995. By that point, she had already received double the apartment's value from him, and his family still had to keep paying her for the rest of her life. She died on August 4th, 1997, at the age of 122. She was the oldest person who ever lived. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please consider liking, subscribing, and commenting on this video to give me feedback. Thank you for watching.